up, wake up, wake up. It's the Flow Show, no filter. Thank God it's Friday, TGIFPD, but thank God it's Flow's payday. Good to see another Friday. This week flew by. Damn, this week flew by. What's going on, Elise? Good early morning, Grandma Kathy, Tasha, Megan, Angie, Elise, Lily. What else we got up in here? Lindsay, what up? Let's go. Hey, look, let's see Tuck in the building. Renee, happy Friday. Everybody coming on in. Who gonna start off with the first super chat today? Don't be shy. This Friday, this payday. I'm gonna get the show started with our beginning. Let me cover my ass. No Diddy. Y'all work on these super chats. We both got jobs to do. The thoughts, views, and opinions shared on the Flow Show No Filter are for educational and entertainment purposes only. I am not a professional. I am just good. What up? This is a happy Friday, everybody. Feeling good, feeling great. What is going on? Diddy ass in danger. Man, I am so mad, y'all. I missed my Fort Dix jail call yesterday. I'm so mad. I cannot believe I missed that call. And it's like with jail calls, it's not like you can't just call the person back. I want to know exactly what the hell happened. Something must have happened in there. I'm so mad, y'all. I missed the fucking jail call from Fort Dix yesterday. Damn, that pissed me off. I'm like, damn, you just can't call a jail person right back. Thank you, Angelina, for getting this thing started with the Wake and Bake Baby, $1.99, $2. Holla. Nice profile pic, Angelina. I see y'all switching up on the profile pics. Thank you so much. Everybody shout out Angelina for coming through. Man, one day at a time, man. One day at a time. One day at a time, man. Hey, and I'm gonna tell y'all, we might have to ride at dawn. I'm getting harassed. I'm getting harassed by a company, and they have no right to be harassing me. Today, I am trying to meet up. So just so you know, we talking about Diddy today. Ja Rule done got jumped. Diddy it's getting dangerous for Diddy and Fort Dix and whatever else. So we got that. That's what we talking about today. But let me get back to this company. This company is harassing me with no right to harass me. And it kind of has something to do with my son. So I'm actually really, 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 really pissed off. And I'm really trying to maintain my composure. Y'all know how I feel about my son, and y'all know how I feel about my respect. I sent them a message asking the person when and where today can we meet so we can get on the right page. And if we can't get on the right page today, then I'm going to have some phone numbers that I need everybody to call. I'm gonna have some emails that I'm gonna need everybody to email to let them know we don't go for bullying, we don't go for harassment, and we don't go for being insensitive. I'm trying. I don't want to go too much into it because I'm trying to solve it. Uh, on my own. I don't even want it to get ugly like that. But if it must, it must. My boy King. No, it's my boy King. No. It's got something to do with my son, not Cash. But it's some people just doing too much. And they used to dealing with people who don't know their rights, and also don't have hundreds of thousands of people that got their back whenever you try to do like be extra. Like I stay out the way. I'm very patient. I don't complain much. I stay out the way. But then sometimes when you like that, people think they can just do whatever. Yeah, so stay tuned. I'm hoping that I don't have to. I hope we don't have to make no calls and send no emails. I'm hoping we don't have to make no calls and send no emails, but I will let y'all know. Hopefully we get this matter resolved today. And everybody can just be on the same page and be cool. I'm not, you know me, I'm not no bully. It's so many times I can use my platform on certain things that I just don't, because I don't believe in bullying. I believe in just doing right and being fair by people and just trying to handle shit in a fair way. But sometimes, people see it differently. So we'll see. I'll keep you in tune. Hopefully everything is fine. I think it should be, but we shall see. We shall see. So what we got on the agenda today? Man, first of all, we're gonna talk about Diddy, but did y'all see Ja Rule supposedly got his ass beat and jumped? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all saw that. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all saw Ja Rule got jumped and beat up. I got y'all. I appreciate all the support. I'm definitely gonna let y'all know. Ja Rule. Nobody saw that? Ja Rule. Yeah, Ja Rule. They saying Ja Rule got jumped. Now it's a lot of he say, she say going on with Ja Rule. But the word is, so some people heard about it. The word is Ja Rule got jumped. I'm waiting to see what 50 Cent got. I'm waiting to see what 50 Cent. I'm waiting to see what 50 Cent has to say about this. So let's get into this. I'm like, damn, who jumped? And after we get into this story, no, I'm going to say it now because I don't want to forget. Another crazy part about this, and they say he was beat up pretty badly. But it happened at a restaurant, outside a restaurant, or at a restaurant in New York. The same restaurant that the NFL player got shot outside of. Yeah, that's what we saying, Tahir. It's a lot of it's a lot of back and forth. That's what we trying to get through the whack through the weeds right now. There are people saying that it's true. Ja Rule had a post coming out saying that Tasha K, like, why you lying? Also realized he didn't make a video. most of the time when it's a rumor out talking about somebody got jumped, normally they try to come out with a video to show that, look, I don't got a mark on me, I'm fine. Ja Rule hasn't put a video out, but he tweeted. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm not gonna say, but let's get into the article of what the hell, what's going on, and we will find out the truth sooner than later. One thing about it, the truth will come. Ja Rule. Rumor claims Ja Rule was jumped outside Say Less in Manhattan, sparking wave of memes and skepticism. A late night rumor claiming Ja Rule, this is from the Hip Hop Vibe, a late night rumor claiming Ja Rule was ambushed outside of Say Less restaurant in Midtown Manhattan has exploded across X, triggering memes, concern, and heavy skepticism as entertainment accounts circulate the story without evidence. The rumor that rapper Ja Rule was ambushed outside Say Less restaurant in Midtown Manhattan on November 21st erupted across X in the middle of the night, fueled almost entirely by unverified posts from gossip accounts. The first spark came from blogger Tasha K. She claimed without sources, evidence, or context that it was pretty bad, therefore instantly triggering speculation. The story picked up traction once larger entertainment pages reposted her claim using buzzwords like developing and sources say, despite offering no additional detail. A recent photo of Ja Rule was attached to several of these posts, thus giving the rumor a superficial sense of urgency. As of November 21st, there are no police reports, eyewitnesses accounts, 911 calls, video footage, or official statements. None of this confirmed the alleged ambush. Searches through Ja Rule's official X account at the time of this article showed no activity addressing the rumor. Additionally, none of the major news outlets that typically break real incidents involving public figures have published anything related to an attack. The entire situation exists only within the X rumor ecosystem. Their unverified claims can trend within minutes. Still, the speculation spread quickly, thus hitting over 17,000 views on some posts, generating dozens of replies, memes, quotes, themes within hours. Say Less itself became part of the conversation because of its proximity to another chaotic moment earlier in the week. A November 16th shooting involving New York Jets cornerback Chris Boyd took place outside the same restaurant. Although unrelated users on social media tied the two together to heighten the drama of the rumor, thus prompting the people to question whether Midtown Hotspot had become a danger zone. But nothing currently connects Boyd's incident to the Ja Rule rumor, therefore leaving the conversation floating in the gray area between street gossip and social media entertainment. Everybody reporting this shit, but as said by somebody in the chat, Ja Rule came back and said, Tasha, why are you lying to these good people? Talking about Tasha K. Yes, some bitch ass niggas tried to jump me. No, it wasn't at Say Less. And I'm chilling, smoking a joint, watching SVP with not a scratch on me. Now, he didn't have a video. And that's what many people are going to say. Like, okay, Java, where the video at? Anybody can tweet and say they good. Wait till 50 Cent get a hold of this. Wait till 50 Cent get a hold of this. Yeah, many people in the chat saying wasn't Tupac jumped before he got shot, but no, Tupac actually jumped somebody. Tupac jumped someone and said that the person they had jumped killed him and shot him. So killed him and shot him. I guess that's what you're trying to say. Why is Ja Rule getting jumped in 2025? Oh, followed and shot him. Okay. Why is Ja Rule getting shot? I'm getting shot. See, Angelina, you got me talking about shootings now. Why is Ja Rule getting jumped in 2025? This is just a crazy time. And so, even though Ja Rule trying to say it didn't happen at Say Less or he don't have a scratch, fact remains he admitted that he got jumped. Now they say he got some type of street beef going on. And he had 2 security with him. I'm like, what type of security lets you get jumped without nothing happening? Right, Miss Sweet Tooth. Obviously, the people who jumped him must still think he has something to do. The people who jumped him actually must still think he's relevant. This is crazy. Yeah, street beef is crazy, ain't it? This has been a crazy year. It didn't happen in the middle of the night. I had to wake up and they talking about Ja Rule been jumped bad. I said, what the hell happened? Elise, Ja Rule had been jumped badly. Elise, what is your first and last name? Is it Elise Preby or whatever? I don't know how to pronounce that other part. Is Elise your first name? Is it Elise Preby? I don't know how to pronounce it, but is that your first and last name? If it is, let me know in the chat because I need to send it into. I need to send your first and last name. All right, cool. Let me send that into Cash. Let me send that into Cash right now before I forget. While we talking about this Ja Rule being jumped. Ja Rule 50 about to have a field day with this one. Then you got security. How you got 2 security guards and get jumped? Like I said, how do you have 2 security guards? What the hell were they doing? Were they being security guards or were they just like you pay security to be security? That security, those security motherfuckers should be fired, first of all. Or maybe he got somebody saying maybe he got jumped by his security. Nah, his security was supposed to be stopping him from getting jumped. I don't know about y'all, but if I got security and they let me get jumped, they not my security no more. They in the wrong business. Hey, what's up, Fire Glory? Just stepped into the building. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, they must have been top flight security. I don't know why he needs security now. Like, what the hell is John doing? Right. Well, hey, look, the thing is, that's to tell you how type of world we live in. Because on one hand, you say, I don't know, like this is Denise said, I don't know why he needs security now. Like, what the hell is John doing? Back in his heyday, I could see, but now, LOL. And that is exactly what you would think, right? And that's my point. Like, we living in crazy times. Like we jumping has-beens now. And I'm not degrading or talking down on I'm not degrading or talking down on Ja Rule. I'm just exaggerating. When I say has been, I mean all I'm saying is he's not in his prime. He's supposed to be riding off into the sunset, living his best life, getting his flowers from his hits, not getting jumped like this is 2005. But this could be something serious. For real, Tracy. Tracy said cash is better security than these high-paid fools. You ain't never lied, Tracy. Elise said sometimes Ja Rule mouth get him in trouble. Yeah, Ja Rule needs to shut the hell up. He still has security even after that dumpster fire of that event called Fire Festival, where mad people were duped out of their money. Fire Glory. I remember that who all remember Ja Rule's horrible event where everybody got stranded on an island with barely enough food to eat and nowhere to stay, the Fire Festival. I wonder what if it was them, what if it was some people from the Fire Festival that got played? Hey, it might have been some people from the Fire Festival. They probably said, "Man, I want my fucking money back. We finally caught your ass." Yeah, they had cheese sandwiches. Uh, they had all these outside makeshift tents that didn't have any AC, no nothing. People was dying out there. No food. They had cheese sandwiches. They had paid all this money. All these stars are supposed to be there. None of the stars showed up. None of their accommodations were ready for them. Ray Shell in the building. Fire Festival. Ja Rule got jumped for Fire Festival. Fire. Good morning, family. TGIF. Busy day for me today. Just wanted to stop in and say hey to my family. Love y'all. Yes, the Tucker remember the Fire Festival said they were on the beach eating bologna sandwiches. That shit was crazy. Yeah, it's a couple of documentaries about it, actually, Fire Glory. If y'all ain't seen the documentary on the Fire Festival, please go check it out. It's a good one on Hulu. There's a couple of them, but the one I watched, I think both of them are on Hulu. There's a couple, but like T Tuck said, they were on the beach eating bologna sandwiches, and they had paid all this big money. They had paid all this big money. All this big money for this trip to see these stars and kick it with the stars and have concerts and eat high-end food and all of this and stay in luxury villas. Man, that shit was terrible. People was crying, starving. Like I said, like C Tuck said, eating bologna sandwiches, trying to find somewhere to stay. It wasn't even enough tents for everybody. People started stealing tents and all this was some shit that Ja Rule was a part of it. Denise said, paid big money to eat bologna. Could have ate that shit at home. Hell yeah. Yeah, so okay, now they tried to do a second one since we talking about this fire festival that if you ain't seen it, you need to check it out. But what the hell? So did they actually have an event for the second one, Miss Sweet Tooth? Do you know about that? Because I saw that they had a second one and people actually bought tickets, but did it actually happen? Or is it supposed like did it happen or is it supposed to happen in the future? Did they cancel it? What happened to the second? That was the most fire, dumpster fire ass event ever. Like seriously. The dumpster fire festival. Oh yeah, and then we didn't even get we. Hey, look, I forgot about just plainly adding the fact that they endangered people's lives on this fire festival. I forgot. I forgot to just. Uh, I forgot to mention that. Like people, it was dangerous. Like people could have died. People were crying. Man, it was crazy. I forgot about that. Like it just was flat out a danger. I don't know. I can't believe they tried to do a second. That blows me. At least said, who in a right rabbit ass mind will buy a ticket for another one? Big R, thank you for coming through on payday. I didn't think I was gonna be able to eat this weekend. Big R coming through with the 19.99 $20. Holla, come through, Big R. Big Mama, Big Mama, Big Mama, Big Mama. I love my Big Mama. Yeah, everybody show Big R some love for coming through on TGIFFPD. Thank God it's Flows. Thank God it's Friday. Flows payday. Shit. Whoop, 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 whoop. Holla, everybody holla in the chat. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So yeah, the Fire Festival, go check it out. It was Ja Rule, and he was partnered in with some other people, and it was a big, supposed to be this big, people were paying 20, 30, 50, $60,000 for packages. Tens of thousands and $50,000 for packages to go see a concert on an island. And we're supposed to get all these fancy meals and fancy villas and 5-star experience. That shit was a death trap. Look up that documentary if you don't know exactly what we got going, what we talking about. You won't believe it. Just know that you're gonna see people excited as hell about going to a concert, and by the time they get there, you're gonna see people in tears, crying, trying to save each other's life. It was crazy. So at any rate, maybe that's why Ja Rule got jumped. Now, let's talk about these dangerous conditions that Diddy going to. I am so mad I missed my jail call yesterday from Fort Dix, y'all. I'm so mad. I know he has some shit. I know some more shit done happened. Hopefully he called back today. I'm like, damn, I can't even just call him back. All right, so they are saying Diddy is facing horrible living conditions at Fort Dix as rappers' prison times got extended, of course. Fresh insight about Sean Diddy Combs' new prison facility, FCI Fort Dix, has emerged, revealing a deplorable state of things that could leave the embattled rapper distressed. Real Housewives of New Jersey alum Joe Guidance opened up about the low-key demeanor Diddy would have to portray in the low-security cell, explaining that his faith depends on how he carries himself. Sean Diddy Combs was early pictured getting acquainted with fellow inmates in the prison yard weeks after he asked to be transferred there. Amid Diddy's incarceration, former RHONJ star Joe has opened up about what it's like in Fort Dix, telling Us Weekly that the rapper's new home is a far cry from the rehabilitative haven his lawyers might have hoped for. This guy apparently served 41 months behind bars at Fort Dix after he was indicted on federal fraud charges in 2013, shared that Diddy's fate would depend largely on how he carries himself. As long as he keeps a low profile and doesn't try to act like a big shot, he'll be fine. The 53-year-old reality TV star shared this. I've seen people get stabbed over an onion. You ain't in there with the most stable people, he continued. The reality TV star told the publication that he saw inmates having group sex in the early hours of the morning while he was at Fort Dix. I got up at like 3 or 4 in the morning to go to the bathroom, and you would see the craziest things in there, people you would never imagine. The guards hear the shower going at night and they just look the other way. What? Things won't be all bad, explained. The prison cell comes with some high level comfort as he have an opportunity to pay for his services such as security and also get his shoes shined. You can get your clothes tailored and chefs making food for you. That's just how it is. According to US Weekly, another former inmate opened up about the horrible living conditions Diddy is likely facing. The said former inmate, who spent 17 months at FCI Fort Dix between 2019 and 2020, revealed that the jail only comes with one bathroom per floor and most of the toilet utensils are not working. There's one bathroom per floor with toilets and showers, and everything is broken. A lot of food is expired. It is horrible. They don't care. It was there a day and a half, and I told them this wasn't a jail. This is insane asylum. And he agreed it was a zoo. So it's a zoo in there. Damn, I want to know what that call was about yesterday. Are they on Diddy's ass? No Diddy or what? Somebody said Diddy must be having a blast. Miss Fitu said Diddy should feel at home then. Tahara still talking about she had to go check 50 page. Did you find out anything on 50 page? Angie said, yeah, in his private closet. C Tuck said he probably was like, hey, Gar, open up the cell, Playboy, tag me in. The one floor is where Diddy is brewing his wine. Okay. Fire Glory said no one cares how Diddler is going through it. He still seems to be getting perks even in the prison. Shaking my head, Flo. Yeah, that's how it goes. Oh yeah, we talked about. I think we talked about this. Tahara, we talked about this on Wednesday, I believe. That Diddy's kids are fighting their mom for the money, and people are saying Diddy is upset because the kids been spending money like water, and the mom been trying to keep it under control, but not to the point like the kids are lowering up and about to fight the mom for the money. So it's the wig versus the kids. Let me say that again. It is the wig against the kids. And they fighting over money. Even if Diddy gets out, he gonna be broke. Hey Diddy, it's called prison for a reason. Hey Tracy. Yeah, hey Diddy, it's called prison for a reason. Yeah, it's not supposed to be a walk at the park. This ain't the Taj Mahal or Cloud9 pampering facility. Somebody said Diddy's ass hurts. Mm-hmm. The wig versus the kids battling for Diddy's money. This shit about to get ugly. Why is Janice Combs having to fight for money at 85 years old? I don't know, man. I don't know how much more his mom can take of this shit. I ain't making no excuses for her, but she's still 85 years old, and this is a lot. Yeah, and word Elise says, and word is Diddy is a cheapskate, so you know he's flipping out big time. Yeah. Oh yeah, Diddy flipping out. Diddy flipping out. Horrible, 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 horrible living conditions. I doubt it. That's why I'm mad that I missed my prison call yesterday. Because what they say in these articles sometimes it's the total opposite of what's really going on. Damn, why did I miss that call? So mad. Lindsay said since Diddy is since Diddy is in the closet, he can accommodate secret freak offs. He sure can. But this has just been crazy. Now you got the kids fighting over the money with the grandparent, with the grandma. You got Diddy inside getting his sentence um stretched longer. Just a hot freaking mess. Somebody said party city. So, do y'all think Diddy still getting all the perks? I don't believe this crap. I don't believe the conditions. I don't think Diddy is facing any terrible conditions, actually. I don't. which is why I'm mad I missed that call yesterday, because I know it's something going on. CNN spoke to Jonathan Hay yesterday. Well, the article came out yesterday. Sean Diddy Combs' male accuser shares details about his sexual allegations. Correspondent Elizabeth Wagmeister speaks with music producer Jonathan Hay, who is accusing Sean Diddy Combs of sexual assault allegations. The LA County Sheriff's Office is now investigating Combs' attorneys, told CNN that Combs categorically denies as false and defamatory all claims that he sexually abused people. So they had a actual real sit down. And this is him. Y'all need to check this interview out. I'm showing the people in the chat. It's on CNN. Actually on CNN. And Jonathan Hay told some more details talking about Diddy forcing himself on him, the environment around him. It's crazy. He said he wanted to come forward years ago, but he said, dude, he wanted to go come forward years ago, but Diddy had everybody intimidated, basically, is what he's implying. This is from CNN article from them interviewing this Jonathan Hay, the guy who is bringing criminal charges up on Diddy, from CNN site itself. In March 2023, 8 months before Cassie Ventura filed the bombshell lawsuit against her ex-boyfriend Sean Diddy Combs would ignite his public downfall, another accuser was contemplating coming forward. So at the time of Cassie and all of that, Jonathan Hay was allegedly thinking back and forth in his mind, should he come forward? Music producer and publicist Jonathan Hay had contacted a civil attorney in the spring of 2023 to discuss his claims of being sexually battered by Combs. After speaking with the attorney's office, Hay got cold feet, fearful of standing up against a figure as powerful as Combs. He was terrified. CNN has reviewed email correspondence showing Hay reached out to the civil attorney's office in March 2023. So this ain't his first time talking about this stuff. That's why I told y'all this is gonna be a real criminal. I believe this is gonna be a real criminal case for Diddy. This is too much. It's too many things that shows like this is legit. I was like, I can't do this, Hayes said of his first attempt to come forward with his claims against Combs in early 2023. I'm just not ready. Hay finally filed his claims against Combs then as John Doe in July 2025, shortly after Combs was convicted by a New York jury on 2 federal prostitution-related counts that would lead to him being sentenced to more than 4 years. Once Ventura filed her lawsuit and dozens of other civil law accusers came forward with lawsuits, he felt encouraged to tell his story. He said that he never considered that there could have been others who allegedly been abused by Combs. Combs denies all accusations against him, of course. Once Cassie's lawsuit came out, Hayes said, I was like, oh my gosh, here we go. And then once the raids happened, I was like, holy crap. That's when I was like, okay, now it's my time. Finally, I just decided that, all right, I'm going to go forward with this. I just wanted someone to listen, he said. Now Hayes' claims are at the center of a new investigation launched this week by the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. A spokesperson for the Sheriff's Department confirmed that their Special Victims Bureau is investigating Hayes' claims after receiving a copy of his police report, first documented in September 2025 by police in Largo, Florida, where Hayes resides. In the police report, Hayes says he suffered from sexual battery by Combs in 2020 and then again in 2021 when he was working on a remix to a Biggie tribute. In 2020, Hayes said he was working at a photo shoot when he found himself in the same room as Combs, who began to masturbate in Biggie's shirt and then threw the shirt on him. We already know about that. 2021, Hayes told police that Combs forced him to perform oral sex on him, which he said made him feel suicidal. Hayes said that a detective from the LASD's Special Victims Bureau contacted him on Tuesday this week to notify him that she had been assigned to his case. Hayes cooperating with authorities, hopeful that their active investigation may lead to further criminal charges. Biggie was like, this supposedly is his best friend, he said. To do that in his shirt is some bullshit. Hayes' allegations first became public in July, when he filed his lawsuit anonymously against both Combs and Biggie's son. Jonathan Hayes' allegation against CJ Wallace will be shown to be a complete fantasy, is what the attorneys for Wallace is saying. This is getting ugly. This one is getting ugly. And you say, what up, Toon? You gonna buy a super sticker today or just hit the like button? Yeah, what we doing, Toon? This is nasty. Just nasty, man. Diddy is a nasty mofo. And that ain't allegedly. Diddy. I'm looking at this chat. Why do y'all realize? And like I told y'all, this state. So this ain't no presidential pardon, even though we know Trump ain't pardoning. But this is a state charge, state of California. And you got to remember, if they charge Diddy with this, you got to remember that they have a convicted felon now who has already convicted of the Mann Act, already an offender, which makes this case even more dangerous for Diddy. He's not going into this case as an innocent man. He's not going into this case as a innocent man. He's going into this case as a 2-time felon. And a sex offender. From one Diddy to another Diddy. Check this one out, though. And this is something I had to go over with y'all real. I couldn't believe. This happened in Ohio. My stomping grounds again. Former Toledo basketball coach convicted of sex crimes against a minor. Kareem Warren. This is why you got to be careful with our kids in schools, y'all. Kareem Warren is convicted of 5 counts of criminal sex misconduct. A former Toledo Public Schools basketball coach has been convicted of multiple sex crimes charges involving a minor. On Tuesday, a court found Kareem Warren guilty on all 5 counts of criminal sexual conduct, 3 of which are felonies. Warren is locked up in Monroe County Jail while awaiting sentencing. According to court documents, listen to this shit. There was sexual assault with a juvenile between the age of 13 and 15 in Ida Township. The alleged offense in question dates to December 2020 through March 2021. A spokesperson for Toledo Public School confirmed that Warren was employed with the district at that time. Kareem Warren coached high school basketball for Toledo Public Schools from November 2020 to March 2024. The spokesperson said he coached at Stark and Woodward High Schools. There is currently no indication the victim in this case was linked to the basketball program. Warren is scheduled to be sentenced on January 15, 2026. It is very hard for me to read articles like that without vomiting. And I'm not exaggerating. Like, I'm not exaggerating. Like, I feel it in my throat, no Diddy. When I read articles about old ass, grown ass men that work at schools and get caught up in having sexual relationships or just sexual encounters with 13, 14, and 15 and man, disgusting. Disgusting. Let me show you the fucker. This is his ass right here. For those listening to this podcast, just simply look up Kareem Warren, Tareem Warren. Is his last name, Warren, and it's happened in Toledo. But get a good look at this piece of shit. This dude, no, he ain't even a piece. He the whole shit. He ain't even a piece of shit. He the whole turd. You supposed to be coaching basketball. You coach, man. That's why you don't never know what the hell is going on in these damn schools. Angie says, Flo, it's because they are small in the pants and brain and can't handle comparisons because he won't measure up. Angelina just said predator. Big R says, Perv. Y'all got a lot of names for this guy. Perv. Tahara said, everybody have a good and safe weekend. Love you all. Love you too, Tahara. Love you. Thank you for supporting the show. Thank you for coming in. Be safe. Everybody gonna have to enjoy their weekend. But yeah, man, what's up with this? I'm speechless. I know that family. Well, I don't know if they like my family, but he would have hell to pay if it was me. Grandma Kathy say, sorry to tell y'all, but it's always been nasty people out there. But because of the internet and cell phones, we hear about it more. Ain't that sad? We need Chris Hansen back on the air, huh? We need Chris Hansen back posted up in the crib when these pervs show up and he tells them to have a seat. Or you can go out the door and get arrested. Whichever one you want to do first. Chris Hansen used to be like, what were you about to do? Oh, we were just about to talk. Chris Hansen say, talk. Well, that isn't what you say in these messages to this young person. You say here, like, you turn me on. I can't wait to hook up and be inside of me. That doesn't sound like you're just coming to talk. And then the guy be sitting there looking all stupid. Well, I just, I wasn't go. I knew it was something. I wasn't gonna do nothing. I was just coming to actually check on her and see. Well, in this other text, email, this text, you said, I want you to put your mouth on it. That doesn't sound like you checking on somebody. We definitely need Chris Hansen back. Chris Hansen used to be on these perverse ads. He'd be sitting there like, have a seat. You can, or you're free to go right out that door. Now, law enforcement waiting to tackle the hell out your ass. Y'all remember how they used to tackle them motherfuckers when they would leave the house to catch a predator? Y'all remember when they do to catch a predator and they would leave the house and they got tackled like football Sunday. Oh, what's up, Angelique Jackson, y'all? Everybody say what's up to Angelique Jackson. Say, hey, Flo in chat. Was listening on the way to work. All this mess is sickening. These sick folks are all over in high places, as well as we know exactly, Flo, our kids are in danger. And yeah, and one thing about this show and this podcast and this community, we're going to watch the fuck out of our kids. We are going to watch anything happen to any of our kids, of anybody got anything to do with this show or anything in this community. Do not hesitate to let us know, because all we can do is ride for each other. You know, the rest of this world don't give a shit. Abby says, I'm convinced that the only way you can rise in Congress is by a humiliation ritual. Stand by me. Somebody listening to Stand By Me. Oh, boop, 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 boop. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Thank you, Tracy, for the $4.99. $5 holla coming in on the clutch. Coming in on the clutch. Everybody show Tracy some love for the $5 holla. Thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat, super sticker, whichever one it is. I don't know the difference. Thank you, everybody. Everybody show Tracy some love for the $5 holla. Angelina says, my phone is on 3%. About to say I'm out before my phone takes me out. I love y'all. Hope you have a safe and fun weekend. See you next time. Same flow time, same flow channel. And I think that's a perfect way to exit. This show is a wrap. I appreciate every last one of y'all. Let's get to our mouse in the chat. Everybody enjoy your freaking weekend. Y'all work hard. Y'all deserve it. Thank you for all the super chats, Tracy, Angelina, Big R, and anybody else. If you want to slide something before we get the hell out of here, I won't be shy. But other than that, let's get to my mouse in the chat. See Tuck. See Tuck. I'm out. Have a safe and wonderful weekend, everybody. Everybody, I enjoyed my Friday. Much love to all of y'all. Be safe. And as always, I love y'all. Swear I do. I love y'all, but I'm out.